Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Skyrim. I've taken a little break because I've had the end of the semester and I needed to finish leveling up. That's right, we finally got alchemy to 100, which means that all of our skills are now at 100. We don't have every perk just yet, but I am basically killing every dragon that I possibly can every time I see one, and I'm using that mod to convert dragon souls into perks and applying those. I don't think that's cheating because otherwise this would take just absolutely forever. We would never do it. And yeah, but we actually have most of the perks that actually matter for us that we're actually going to use because, again, I'm not really much of a magic user. I did everything from lockpicking, pickpocket, and speech, at least the ones that matter to us that we would use. Alchemy is pretty much all the way up. Light armor, archery, two-handed, smithing, enchanting. We're like at the end for a bunch of these. I don't really care too much about the magic stuff, but we will do that eventually. I've also taken the liberty of cleaning up the inventory, so now we're only carrying the stuff that we're actually going to use, except for the random arrows. I'll just drop those. And eventually I'll go and find the ethereal forge again because I don't remember where it is, but I'm going to convert this into the shield so that I can put it up on my wall because we don't actually need it anymore. The sign that I'm going to be using from here on out is going to be the Lord sign, which gives us a little bit more armor rating and also gives us magic resistance. So a little bit of extra defense is nice. It was between that or the lady, which gives you extra health and stamina regen. But ultimately I'm like, I'd rather have this just for the heck of it. I also didn't go through the process of like making us some overpowered gear. Mostly because, well, like the game is already easy enough without it. I don't think we need it. So we're just going to continue on. Now the next thing that we're doing is we're going to be starting the Dawnguard expansion. Because at this point we're pretty much done everything else that we need to do. So here we go. On to Dawnguard. At this point we're basically going to do Dawnguard. We're going to do Dragonborn. We're going to get married. We're going to get kids. And that will be the end of the game, pretty much. Like, I can't believe this, but, like, of all things, Skyrim is not what I expected to actually ever finish. But we're, like, actually getting close. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dawnguard and... Oh, hello.
I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you? Hey,
sure.
Tell Serana I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess.
Okay. But yeah, like, it's just within sight. Granted, we still have a lot of episodes because both Dawnguard and Dragonborn are actually fairly large. Dragonborn especially because we get an entire new area to explore. So that's like going to be crazy in itself. And there's side quests and everything, and we'll do everything in Solstheim that we can. And there's more Creation Club stuff up there as well, so that'll actually take a little bit longer than I'm expecting. But still, having the end in sight is crazy.
I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so.
Okay, then.
That must be it. Fort Dawnguard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
Yeah, surprising nobody's ever come here or like invaded, because it's pretty huge and there can't be that many people.
Where is everybody? This place looks almost deserted.
See, that's what I said. Oh, there's a person. I guess we're just gonna go past that person. Okay. Who are you?
Well, you made it.
What are you shooting with?
Crossbow before, eh? Not surprised. Kind of a Dawnguard specialty. Nothing better for putting down vampires.
Oh, I have one.
Here, take this one and give it a try. You'll want to get to know how to use it if you really plan to join the Dawnguard.
Alrighty.
Never seen a crossbow before, eh? I lost. It's good to know that I will not have to do it alone. I'm glad this Dawnguard exists.
So we got the regular crossbow now. I suppose it's just good to collect them, but it's nothing special. Frankly, it's way worse than our ebony crossbow that we have. So, but thanks for the steel bolts. That's nice. Do I have dwarven bolts on me? I do. I have a lot of dwarven bolts. Wow. I guess I've been saving them up.
I guess this is it. Wish me luck.
Yeah, let's see how you do. I mean, I'm a shoo-in. I mean, look at me. I'm like absurd. I killed the ebony warrior. What have you done?
Recruits. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside. I'll tell you, the only thing
Kinda like your armor.
than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You've worked with
I
him?
have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them. Their hearts are in the right place, of course, but Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Huh.
Go
All right.
inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
In we go to Fort Dawnguard. This is the only way to start this. There is a branching path in this particular DLC, and we are going to go the Dawnguard way, mostly only because we get more equipment.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard, is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know.
Oh, you're coming up to me?
So
Okay.
who are you? What do you want?
I mean, heard you were looking for vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
What can I do?
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
All right.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea. You Vigilants were never trained
I
for-
know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a sir to you, boy? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
I've
Didn't
got
I
your
tell
back.
you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendarr preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
Yes, a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there. You need to concentrate, boy. Try it again.
I'm right behind you.
I mean, he's got pretty good aim. He just hit the bolt again.
Oh, did you need some? I've heard the rumors around. I felt I had two choices. I could either...
All right, Isran, do you have any other stuff?
or protect my people.
You already know as much as I do. And that's a compliment. There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And good people will die because of you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same.
Okay. Well,
Keep your eyes open.
let's take a look and see who else is around, because there are other members of the Dawnguard. I don't know if we can get... Oh, I didn't mean to take the wine. I want the coin purse. I don't know if we can actually get... Oh, Lord. Oh, no, wine's in here. Thank you. I don't know if we can actually get some of the extra quests just yet, but I'd be really happy if we could. Oh, Dawnguard Equipment Guide. Dawnguard War Axe, 2 ingots of refined steel, ingot of iron, vampire dust, leather strips, Dawnguard Hammer, armor. Well, I'll take all this. I believe that adds the ability to create all the Dawnguard stuff to our smithing. The person that hangs out here is not here right now. That's fine. Oh, a book I haven't read yet. Spelltome Sunfire. But I believe that's specifically against vampires. We can create a sun that will do, like, damage to them. Now, I actually think... I think that might be one of the ones that, like, follows you around. That sort of spell. Like, much like Candlelight does. But it just does damage to vampires, so it's better in every way. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what that spell does. I'll need to take a look. Over here, let's see what we've got. Nothing super interesting. There is a cave. Dead Drop Falls. Okay. I don't necessarily want to go down here just yet. Although I don't think that there's anything absurd that we need to worry about. I think we just come here later to do something. And we go down into the falls, I think. But I don't need to do that just yet. Another thing that's cool about joining the Dawnguard, as opposed to the other faction, which we'll talk about when we get to it, is that we get to use this place essentially as a... Oh, I forgot that there were huskies. Oh, they're lovely. That's also another good reason to join the Dawnguard, because huskies. They're so good. I may be partial to the dogs. Okay, there's no one here. I know there's an extra person, because we saw one person on the parapet when we walked in, but where they are, I'm not entirely sure. You get to use Dawnguard Castle as a sort of like home. It's not actually a home, but a lot of the chests here are safe, meaning that they don't respawn. And that's always useful for more storage space. I do kind of wish that you could like take this as your home, but you can't. I believe you could take the other one as a home though. Well, and no, it's sort of the same thing where, like, it's not technically a home, but the other faction also has a headquarters of sorts, which has safe chests in it. Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people here. We can't really talk to them all that much. But we can move on.
What do you need?
Okay, you have everything. I've talked to you about everything I can. Oh, okay, it's just off of the edge here. This is the way you get to this person. Oh. Oh, that was that guy. Okay. Well, that's fine. And then you, I don't suppose that you have anything for me? No.
What
Okay.
now?
So now, awakening. Find what the vampires are seeking. Where do we need to go? Oh, this is all the way over here. Dim Hollow Crypt. I think we only get those extra quests once we are officially part of the thing, part of the faction. We're not officially part of the Dawnguard yet. That comes when we get a choice, essentially. My plan is to join the Dawnguard, but I don't know. Maybe I'll leave that up to people watching. Although, frankly, I would like the ability to display the things that we're going to be getting from this. Essentially, the items that you get from the other faction is all jewelry. Jewelry doesn't typically get displayed. The items that we're going to get from this faction are going to be weapons and armor. And, of course, that you can display. Now I'm curious, that spell tome, does it tell me what it does? Ball of sunlight that does 25 points of damage to undead. I'm sure I could buy another one of these, right? And now I kind of want to... Let's see. Where is it? Strangulation, touch of death. Where is it? Oh, it's restoration. Sunfire. The Sunfire.
They're whole.
To come in here alone. I'm fooling with all the rest of them.
Oh no, it's a thing you shoot. No. Well, that makes me sad.
He fought well. Jet on and press on, but no match.
Ha! Those two deserve what they got. Their arrogance had become insufferable.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
And I have half a mind to tell Loki of your disloyalty.
You wouldn't dare. Now shut up and keep on watch.
Seems like the vampires have a little bit of dissent in the ranks too. Mostly because they just don't like each other. Alright, let's get Umbra primed because we gotta kill us some vampires. Also, Death Hounds. Which I love, but not anything we're gonna be using. I guess that is kind of the interesting thing. Like, if you stay with if you go with the other faction, you will be able to get Death Hounds. You Vigilant? Ah, you are one of them. Sanctified Warhammer. Can't go that way. I believe that's the way we come out. Well, let's see what else is around here. Also, I love how much longer candlelight actually lasts now. It doesn't die in 1 second. Ooh, okay. Go around, check what's over here. Well, I'm not seeing anything. Maybe we go down this way? Seems like there's a hole for a reason. Nope, that is to Skyrim. Oh, this is where I came in from. Okay, so I've done a complete loop. I guess maybe we do go down this way. I just have to find like a pull chain or something. Did I miss the entrance? Wait. Is this not the right area? Did I go in too early? Oh, wait. I think we need to talk to the guy that wants to meet us. Or the guy, like the... Oh, nope, nope. Never mind. That's just pointing to, like, deeper in the dungeon, I think. How the hell do you get into Dimkirk Hollow again? Like, I've done this before. I am actually totally drawing a blank. There's a chain. Okay. And then that opens it. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, now I feel pretty dumb. Alright, and we can go down here. And it's basically just another Draugr ruin, although filled with vampires. And like death hounds and stuff. Oh, and skeletons. Well, that's different. Thankfully, vampires are pretty easy to kill. I imagine we're just gonna, like, breeze through this entirely. Well, there's Draugr here, that's for sure. Whew! Hulking Draugr. You know, I have a bunch of poisons, and now I'm realizing I can't actually use most of the poisons. But you know what we will do, because they're all using stuff? We're going to use some of our resists. Why not? You trying to run from me? No one can run from me. Like I said, we're very, very powerful, and it's almost not necessary to really do anything to make us stronger. Hence why I'm very much like, just leave all that alone. Oh, hey, another Death Lord. It's interesting that undead count as creatures and not people for the terms of like soul gems. I feel like that shouldn't count because like it's still the soul of a person, I guess. They're reanimated, but like the Draugr especially are literally still the souls of the Guardians, I believe. Could be wrong. Oh, well. Burly skeleton there. There we go. What's this burly ass skeleton? There we go. Okay, well there are spiders here. Ooh, a fledgling. Why would you just let your fledgling vampire walk around? I'm sorry, Death Hounds. You're good doggies, but... unfortunately, I have to kill you. All this shocking. Ooh. That'll kill a vampire. It is also interesting that you could just straight up kill vampires by just doing damage to them because of the way that vampires work in Elder Scrolls. Because they're not, like, immortal or anything. Well, I guess they can live for a long time, but, like, it's not just, specific things that kill them. How do I get in there? I'd love to get in there, but I don't see where or what I'm supposed to do. Ah. Here we go. Alright, well. That's annoying. Too bad they're no match for me. Insta-dead them. The camera rolling around is pretty great. And into the dim hollow cavern.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendarr is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe.
Huh? Oh. Dang it. Alright, hold on. So there's boss. I'm gonna try and do this more where I actually use the stuff that I have on bosses and all that because, well, I mean, like, I made all these potions. If I never use them, then it's kind of a waste. Jeez, I'm just covered in blood, aren't I? Cool. Now, unfortunately, the man that's here died. I don't think there's actually any way to save him. We'll take the notes on Dim Hollow Crypt. Divines be praised. Here at last is the breakthrough I've been seeking. All the dangers I've escaped, the traps I've eluded, and the foul Draugr I've avoided have brought me at last to this. In my previous volume of notes and observations regarding Dim Hollow Crypt's possible connections to the ancient vampire clans of Skyrim's history, I wrote of a great chamber, far larger than anything else I've seen here in the crypt. Alas, a few wandering Draugr forced me to retreat to the earlier passages of the crypt, thus depriving me of an opportunity to study this huge cavern. Well, praise be to Stendarr, for as I write this, I have just spent nearly a full day exploring that very cavern. It was a risk that proved more than worth it, because what I found in that chamber nearly defies description. Central to this huge cavern is an island of stone and a subterranean lake. Upon this island is something I can only describe as an elaborate ceremonial construction surrounded by stone columns linked by arches. There is no mistaking the stark contrast in architecture here. No ancient Nords made this stonework. Here, too, were more of the gargoyle statues that I first glimpsed in earlier passageways. There is no Draugr burial site in Skyrim that contains these statues save Dim Hollow Crypt. Indeed, I am now certain that the strange construction in this main chamber was built long after the crypt, and by wholly different masters. These must be the same builders who placed the gargoyles throughout the crypt, perhaps to frighten away the curious. All signs seem to indicate that these masons who crafted these strange arches were servants of some ancient master who favored necromancer or vampirism. The style and craftsmanship in the stonework is not only distinct in terms of design, seeming to speak of an entirely different culture than that of the Old Nord peoples, but also in skill with which they were fashioned. The cutting and sharpening of the stone, for example, suggests more sophisticated tools than the crypt's original architects would have possessed. Although I feel a sense of exhilaration that my theories at last have been confirmed beyond any shadow of a doubt, I am also disappointed that the lack of answers. How long ago were these new features added to the crypt? And by whom? For what purpose? On one point, I have no doubts. I must return to the Hall of the Vigilant and share these findings with my brothers and sisters. When they see what I've discovered with their own eyes, they will no longer scoff at my theories or mock my endeavors. And when that is done, I will return to my work. For now, Dim Hollow Crypt might be a mystery, but by Stendarr, I will see that mystery solved. Well, sorry, buddy. Now, where is Lokill? Here we go. Oh, he doesn't actually have anything unique on him. I was hoping he might. But yeah, if you look at all this, this is all very drastically different in terms of architecture. It's not quite the same. I do wonder what would happen if you, like... No, I don't think there's any way to actually save them. So there's braziers. Button. Uh-oh. Oh, alright. It took my blood. Okay. Well, that one lit. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to figure this out. Unless they are, like, trying to tell you to go deeper in to find his notes. I don't think his notes actually exist. And if they do, I've missed them. But I don't believe they do. Yeah. Not sure. Which way do you go? Inward? Yep, you go inward. Outward? Nope, you go inward. Oh, which way you go? Outward? Well, now it connects all the way back. Ah, this one needs to be lit. Okay. I think maybe I did something bad, possibly. Or not. Hello. Hello? Do you have a... You have a...
Where is...
Elder Scroll.
Who sent you here?
Who are you expecting?
I was expecting someone... like me, at least.
Also, hi, Laura Bailey. Are you a...
Vampire. Yes.
Yeah, okay. The Dawnguard would want me to kill you.
Vampires, are they? Well, look. Kill me, you've killed one vampire. But if people are after me, there's something bigger going on. I can help you find out what that is.
Where do you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you.
Is that an Elder Scroll?
Yes, it is. And it's mine.
What? Why do you have one?
It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry.
Alright. Why were you locked away?
Rather not get into that with you. If that's alright. I'm sorry, it's not that... It's just that I don't know who I can trust yet. Let's get to my home, and I'll have a better sense of where we all stand.
Uh-huh. How long were you in there?
Hard to say. I can't really tell. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King?
That's actually a matter for debate.
Wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders?
Elisef and Ulfric.
Empire? What empire?
The Empire from Cyrodiil?
Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? It must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned.
Prior to the Empire, huh?
Let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened.
So prior to, like, the Blades, even? Oh my goodness. Tell me about your home.
An island near Solitude. Hopefully we can find a boat to take us there. It's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who's around, I'll be safe there.
Why wouldn't you be safe there?
Let's just say that my mother and father had a bit of a falling out. Don't worry, I'm not in any danger or anything like that. It'll just be more unpleasant to run into my father.
Uh-huh.
Your guess is as good as mine. This place looks pretty different from when I was locked away.
Alright. Well, now we have two companions. Let me know if I should keep both companions. I'm actually totally okay with having more than one with me. I think that's kind of interesting. Although I definitely need to get Serana new armor and weaponry. Because frankly, she has a dagger. That's fine. We'll get her some fun stuff. Oh, okay. That's locked. Okay. We can't do that. Means that we have to go deeper into the crypt. Well, that's fine. It's not like we haven't gone through our fair share of crypts and dungeons before. Aha! Welcome to Gargoyles. New enemy introduced just for this. Unfortunately, because we are so stupidly powerful, they're not really that difficult to fight. Especially because our attacks do like nearly 60% of their HP, it looks like. So, yeah. They do drop ore, though, which makes them very, very useful for farming if you want to do blacksmith stuff. Yeah. So, that's nice. Alright, we'll go this way now. Like I said, I haven't seen that guy's books anywhere. Hello? Are you saying something? She was saying something, but we were too far away. Get over here, both of you. Alright, well. Is the crypt gonna open up? That'll open it up. So lots of Death Lords for us to fight. So Serana, I believe, is like a spell sword type person. She has both magic spells and weaponry. She's pretty powerful, all things considered. Though I don't think she's like super powerful as far as companions go. Not a lot of them level after all. Although I think Serana might be a leveling companion? I don't remember. Oh, alright.
Who's there?
Well, enemies, obviously. Oh, you're not. You're one of the sturdy skeletons. Oh, okay. Lots of skeletons. Okay. Oh, that's right. There's a word wall here. Magicka, drain vitality. So I believe that is the second word of this particular set that we have, right? So if we go over to magic shouts, yes. So drain vitality, we now have another one. I'm going to go ahead and unlock that. And we'll get the third one as we go along, because one of the places we go to will, of course, have it. I like when these places have what we need. Okay. So, yeah. Just killed a random dragon priest that's in here. Why not? It's funny, like, this is the sort of thing that even the Greybeards don't super know about. Because it's words of power that they have no idea of. they will never point you towards the stuff that's in Dragonborn or Dawnguard, really. So, kind of interesting in its own right that there are unique shouts and they are completely unknown.
It's so good to breathe again. This weather is incredible.
It's okay.
Do you need something?
Right, what do you have on you?
And I'll keep mine.
Ah, you can't even trade with her yet. That's interesting. She's like technically a follower, but not really yet. Okay, so we can't go back to the Dawnguard. We need to continue with Bloodline. So we need to lead her home. In order to do that, we go all the way over here to the Icewater Jetty. There's not really anything that you can run into with her that would be unique or anything like that. I do think she has some unique dialogue if you take her to the Ethereum Forge, because that was made as part of this, but it's really not like a ton of stuff.
I'm right behind you.
That being said,
Faster. The sun. This is the part where we usually get in the boat. You with me?
alright, well, hold on. Because I want to do something real quick. Enemies are nearby? What enemies? What enemies are nearby? I want to do this in this episode. There we go. I want to go to the ruins here, and we're going to swap out the thing in the Ethereum Forge. I wonder if she'll actually say something about the Forge when we're there, because I believe she usually has dialogue for it. It's not like anything crazy. But I think she'll remark on the area. It's funny that we've already done, like, the one side quest that's technically outside of outside of all the Dawnguard stuff. The Ethereum Forge stuff has absolutely nothing to do with anything anything else in Dawnguard, other than there being one of the words of power here. Alright, now the question is, how do I get back to... Oh, that's right, she can raise dead. That was weird for a moment. Can I just go into said forge? How do you... I just need to swap this over to the shield. And I believe the only place you can do that is here, unfortunately. It'll be the only other time that we go to the Ethereum Forge, so... not a big deal. That being said, I could have sworn there was a shortcut to get to it, but I guess not. But at least we can just run all the way back here. Watch, there is a shortcut, and I have totally forgotten about it. If there is one. No, there is not. Okay, cool. Or maybe there is. Anyway, we want to go up here. Why can I not swap? Okay, never mind. Apparently you can only have one. I might install a mod just so I can display the shield. I won't be using the shield, though. Alright. I forgot that you can only have one of these items. Like I said, it's been a very long time since we've done this part. Is there a shortcut to get out? Please? Oh, boy. I don't think there is. Alright, well, I'll run out the normal way. Sorry, this was a whole huge waste of time. And she didn't have any unique dialogue either. So, yay! Alright, I'll meet you guys back at the boat. Okay, so we've got her with us. Let's travel to the castle. Now, we have actually found the castle on our own just because you can swim to it, which is really, like, very outside of the lore of the castle, but you can just straight up swim to it, and we have. We've already discovered this place. But you can go inside, obviously, before. Now, however, we can approach And because we have Serana, things are a little different.
Go away. We don't suffer trespassers.
Hey, so, before we go in there...
Uh-huh. You alright?
I think so. And thanks for asking. I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control than that. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serana's back. Open the gate.
Oh.
Doors. Through a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
I watched the gate. Ain't much else to tell.
Seems totally fine so far. I'm guessing that there's a bunch of vampires in here, but you know, if they're not evil or hostile, I'm not really going to be attacking them. So, I'm fine. I definitely won't bring the rest of the Dawnguard here. Frankly, I just met them anyway.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you?
She hasn't...
I believe my eyes.
Oh, okay, there she is.
My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
This is a very bright area.
I can't believe it.
Well, time to see this reunion happen.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have...
Oh, hello, puppy.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
Vampire cattle?
to see you, my daughter. Must
Huh.
I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our home?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
Shojin. How about you?
I am Harkon, Lord of this court.
Oh,
By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
yeah. You're a aggressive cannibal cult. I don't really care what you are. Well, we'll just say you're vampires.
Just vampires? We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
What happens now?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach and you will never fear death again.
I'm a werewolf right now. What happens if I take your gift?
Yes, I can smell it on you. The power of my blood will purge that filth and make you whole again.
Huh. And if I want to remain a werewolf?
Banish you from this castle. I will spare your life this once, but after that, you are prey. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! The power that I offer. Now,
Okay then.
your choice.
So we have obviously the option to become the vampire here. We do need to become a vampire to get the rest of the, we do need to become a vampire in order to get the rest of our achievements, because there is one for completing the vampire perk, thing. But I need to look up real quick if we want to take it right now, because we do get another, opportunity to gain this. Oh, okay, I guess I just waited too long.
Banish.
It's fine. We get another opportunity for it. And then he does a thing and banishes us. And we're like, okay. That was rude. And we complete Bloodline. Now, becoming a vampire or not, actually, I believe there is the big choice that we have to make. So, if you don't become a vampire, you don't join the vampires. If you become a vampire, you do join the vampires. And that's pretty much it, actually. And now the castle is locked off. Don't worry, we are going to have a little bit of a chance to explore some of that. It's not the last time we're seeing Serana, of course. But we'll take a look at the consequences of all of our actions in freeing Serana next time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.